Okay guys, purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to reverse engineering, purpose of it, and what it helps. So as simply stated in the doc, all of our classes, bootcamp, cross-fit, and sports performance, all compound movements must be reverse engineered. Basically, it does three things. Helps make sure that the body is completely activated. Just because you are warm and sweaty does not mean you're activated. Oftentimes, you'll go to Planet Fitness and you'll see somebody get on the treadmill for an hour, then do squats after, or 10 minutes or so. On the treadmill does not have to do, there's more to activating the body than just getting sweaty. If I'm on the treadmill and I go do back squats, it's a little bit more, or actually a lot more thorough than just getting sweaty on the treadmill. Number two, to re-emphasize motor recruitment patterns. So a motor unit recruitment is basically activation of additional motor units to accomplish increasing contractile strength. So basically, if I'm squatting, right, I need to activate all the muscles that go with that. My hips, inner and outer thighs, glutes, gluteus minimus, so on and so forth. So reverse engineering helps get that together. Lastly, to prevent injury, I've seen on many occasions where you go to, different CrossFit gyms and you just hop into a power clean or you hop into this. There needs to be a methodical way to get the body activated to get ready to work out. So below, I have the reverse engineering for the non-barbell movements. You are required to know all these. My definition of knowing all these is you should be able to say it off the top of your head, on command. So how it will work in class is if I say Russian kettlebell swings, it can be any number. 5 good mornings, 5 kettlebell RDLs, 5 Russian kettlebell swings. Box jumps, 8 alternating step-ups, 5 tuck-ups or jump squats, 10 lateral line hops, 10 front to back, 5 box jumps, right? So the number at the bottom is what I'm building to, right? I'm building to this number. I'm building to this number, right? Building to anything in the red. Burpee, 5 hand release push-ups, 3 frog push-ups, and then 4 burpees. Those are the prerequisites of that. Hand release gets my upper body activated. Frog push-ups gets my upper body, but also gets the hip motion together. And then I got my burpees. Burpee 2 box jump, 8 alternating step-ups, 5 box jumps, 10 lateral line hops, front to back. Yep, 5 box jumps. We've prepped one half of the movement there, right? And then 5 hand release push-ups, 3, and then 3 box jumps, right? 10 line hops. Got that corrected. Next, I have my goblet squat. Some movements do not require reverse engineering. 10 squats and 8 goblet squats, there's not really a piece for that. Ideally, with the goblet squat movement, it's more of like a slow mountain climber or a pigeon in the movement prep to prepare the body. But some movements that require much of double unders, 10 pogo hops, 20-30 singles, and then 30 seconds of double under attempts. So make sure you find your rhythm on that movement. And again, there's multiple ways to cue some of these, but this is my set recommendation. And if you have something to bring to the table, I like it. Let's talk about it and throw it in. Single arm dumbbell snatch, 10 good mornings, 6 single arm dumbbell deadlifts. Then you got 6 alternating snatch, so I'm going to go 3 each side. Over here, 6 single arm dumbbell snatch, 3 each side. And there we go. Dumbbell deadlift, 8 good mornings, 8 non-alternating dumbbells, then 8 alternating. 8 for each side. Get at the top. I've built to this. Nice. And the goblet squats, I build to this. Remember, guys, you're building to the end of these. 8 dumbbell deadlifts. Build to this. Wall balls. Wall balls is one of my favorite. We do this all the time. 5 squats to ball, 5 med ball squats with the ball, 5 thrusters, and then I got 5 wall balls. Go ahead and turn that red. That's a staple one that you have to do. Strict pull-ups, very important. This one is very technical. 8 ring rolls with a 1-second pause on the top and bottom. Get out a box. Get a box and a band. Take the box and put it 2 inches behind the J-hooks, right? Because you want to step onto it. Stand on the box. Situate the band somewhere between mid-shin and knee height. 5 strict pull-ups with a 1-second pause on the bottom. And then, quick note, if you need multiple bands, regress 2 rows. Notes. These are very important. Most of the other movements not listed on this doc do not need to be reverse engineered because they are prepared in our dynamic warm-up. That is very, 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 very important to note. If you ever run into a situation where no exercises need to be reverse engineered, then have clients walk through and then head through transition rounds once. So example, if I got butterfly sit-up, body weight squat, and a lunge that's body weight, we're going to walk through those movements once before heading to transition rounds. Very important. And lastly, there will be future edits to this. Expectations, 80% on the written quiz, must pass the physical quiz. There is a physical quiz with this one as well. So guys, this is how you reverse engineer and why it's important. I hope this helps.